И этот замок частично по первой части. Ну, в смысле, поначалу. Но исследовать замок я не пробовал.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
По-моему, они и так стоят. На Assassin's Creed Brotherhood тоже не получится поиграть. Ну что делать?
Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
Да
You
я
have
это
the power over life
Во-первых, я первую
and
часть
death,
проходил
sister.
полностью.
Now
Тем более,
choose.
смотрите, если его казнить, то это будет плохо. И тьма только порадуется. А
Your
вот
brother's
если...
fate is
Ну, это
in
знаете
your
как...
hands.
А, я понял, почему в
The
этой
choice
фишке.
is yours,
Это
Your
как
Majesty.
в этой, как, ну... темная сторона человека и светлая сторона. Ну, в GTA 4 тоже можно либо казнить, либо помиловать. Это
I
нормально.
prepared you for a day like this.
Помиловать, конечно, ты чё,
I know you
нормально
will
ты
choose
чел.
what you think is
Ну,
right
если
for
честно, в
Albion.
некоторых
This is not the
моментах я
time
тебя
for revenge.
не уважаю.
We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
Первое дело рабочее.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Это демоница. Ну, по-русски говоря, стать... либо Настя станет демоном-суккубом, вот, чего я не допущу. Вот. Либо станет ангелом-хранителем, как зачарованный. Ну, типа... Ну, Пейдж, вот, которая... А, ну да, она же... Пейдж полуведьма, полухранитель. Ну, тут примерно то же самое. Смотрите, сколько тут народу. Да.
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned queen at last. I served proudly under your father when he sat on the throne, and I will continue to serve you to the best of my abilities. But becoming a ruler does not mean you cease to be a hero. That is why I shall remain in the sanctuary. It is where I belong, after all. And with this new, terrible threat approaching, you will no doubt find the sanctuary as valuable as your castle.
Не переживай, буду за вас заходить к тебе в гости. Да и у Шарика здесь есть место.
I'm afraid your property was irreparably damaged during the battle. I am at your service. Just approach anything, and I will tell you what I know about it.
Принадлежит... Собственность вся была разрушена. Да. То есть вес на доли там какая-то мутать. Ладно, пойдемте, короче.
You've acquired a full royal suit, which I have displayed in the place of honor. Which reminds me, I have to find somewhere else to store my spare apron.
Давайте, короче. Так. А, вот костюм королевы. А мы сейчас сделаем...
Whatever you say, or don't.
Нет, оставим его с нормальным плащ. Так даже, знаете, так даже как-то неплохо. О.
Well, that's not the way most people would go. I applaud you.
На такое отважиться не каждый, не могу не аплодировать. А чё? Королева на пляж пошла. Настя первая. Нормально. Можно даже сохранить костюмчик.
Any other business to attend to?
Не переживай, ща найдем мы дела. О, так даже, знаете, как-то покрасивший. Ну, чтобы видели, что королева идет. А, ну да, точно. У моей же героини этот, как его, мужик имеется. И ребенок. То есть, так или иначе, раз ребенок, значит, надо короля найти, Насте. Вот, ну, есть там один чел, но под короля он не подходит. Но он все равно... Но принцесса... Ну, у Насти же дочь есть, поэтому она в любом случае принцесса. Аня первая. Вот, точно. Принцесса Аня. Новый герой.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first.
Да я знаю способ,
We
как
need to
заработать
prepare.
лавы.
If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes.
Я знаю, как
Having
сделать.
Logan's troops
Я
on
буду
our
потом,
side is a good
когда
start.
буду завтра продолжать,
But
я
you will need to
буду,
raise a
ну,
fortune
не
to
записываю,
pay for the
конечно,
army
сюжет,
we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just
монетки
how to fill it.
зарабатывать.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment.
Ну ладно, давай сгоняем.
This is it, Albion's royal treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth.
No.
It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have three clear choices, Your Majesty. One, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. Two, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And three, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way, raise the taxes even further. True, many will suffer in the short term, but we will... Very well, Your Majesty. A prudent choice. Why upset the status quo? The time for revolution has passed, and people are used to the current rate of poverty and starvation. Those who survive will thank you in the end. But you will still need to raise a lot more gold by other means. Unless you're willing to donate some of your own money to the treasury. Oh, I'm sorry. I do like a little joke now and then. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury.
О, я как
A
раз и
most
буду
useful
заделывать.
financial tool.
А,
But
это
my,
как в
look
этом,
at the
знаете, как
time.
в Assassin's
You
Creed.
really ought to attend to the
Ну, в
next
смысле,
item on
ну да, в
today's
Assassin's
agenda.
Creed 2 Brotherhood, там есть банк, вот. А тут, ну, по-русски говоря, у Насти Первой есть, у моей героини Насти Первой есть свой собственный королевский счет. Да.
Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Чего? 400 тысяч, надо сколько?
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Да ёка. Я в замок хотел сходить. Ну чё, Катюха, давай.
How good
О,
to see you, madam.
это мило. Давай потанцуем. Потом будешь базарить, что танцевала с самой королевой. Тятя раз, тятя два. Ну, этот мужик вообще где-то подворовывает. О, пожалуйста, аплодисменты. Хотя, если честно, я с тобой так ради интересуюсь. Вообще. Нафиг такая мне баба в дом. Там какая-то Лана была, но я не помню, где она.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious.
Прикиньте, вот этот персонаж, ему уже больше 200 лет, я просто в Википедии прочитал. Fable. Ну что, он в Fable 2 был. А с момента Fable 2 прошло... Да если начало... Если история начинается через 50 лет после финала.
But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
Необразованные работающие.
Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as a pauper monarch, then by all means, listen.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
Вообще-то там было написано...
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
Я просто говорю, я завтра буду горбатиться, чтобы заработать лавы, реально.
Welcome to Riva Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
Там... Правда, знаете, придется реально завтра только и заниматься тем, что зарабатывать. Ладно, давайте заглянем, короче. Гифт ронный. Да.
You should keep checking my shop. You never know when I might have a sale on.
Dancing! Yippee! Hello there! Wow! We're supposed to wear clothes all the time. Ah.
Давай станцуем. Мне до баллы нужны. О!
Yes! Yeah!
И королева Настя первая играет Ладуш.
Hey, if you do something for me, we could be friends. I need you to fetch something for me. Can you do that?
Блин, королевская просьба. Ну-ка, что там тебе надо?
Great. Just bring it back when you find it.
Да идите вы нафиг, вы все одно и то же просите. Уже ничего. Ладно, Шарик, пошли. Тут какая-то тёлка тупорылая.
Spend your way to happiness in my shop.
Не, реально, тёлка какая-то тупорылая. Кстати, знаете, фишка-то в чем? Я здесь бордель... О, корабль. Так. Так. Пять.
We will not be undersold. That is our non-binding guarantee.
Hi, big shot.
No one on Bowerstone has better products.
А пойдемте часть денег заработаем.
Greetings, ma'am.
Hello, your royal majesty.
My lady.
Greetings,
My
ma'am.
lady.
You were looking well today,
Where did you get those gloves?
Your
At your
majesty,
command.
it's a joy to see you, your royal grandness.
Let me clothe you in the finest silks.
Королева Настя первая, королева Альбиона Настя первая решила устроить для вас концерт. Дайте денег. Это называется гоните бабло. Хотя по сути дела это бабло идет на то, чтобы закинуть в казну и...
I jolly well like that. Yes, I do.
Awful, missus.
That's
Very
not bad
nice.
at all.
Very nice indeed.
В общем, это надо идти идет в казну.
Good. Good one. Oh, capital, my dear, capital.
Greetings, my
Great
liege.
job.
Incredible.
Потому что там надо, чтобы никто не пострадал. Я же говорю, я когда первый раз, я как-то... В общем,
Yep, that's the ticket.
Good one.
All right.
At your service.
на бордель я в любом случае открою. Ну, потому что
How
вот она.
astonishing.